Hello and welcome to this week's episode of Inside Houston Real Estate. My name is Lance Basil, your host, and this week we're getting away from the high rises that we've been filming, and we're going to show you a spectacular single family home located just adjacent the Montrose area. Now, we have featured this builder before, and those videos had some of the highest views we've ever had on the channel because this builder goes all out. The most high-end finishes you're going to see, the most spectacular design and touches that we've seen since filming on this channel. So without any further ado, let's get this tour started. All right, folks, so those of you who've been watching this channel, you know I get super detailed. So I'm gonna point out every little thing that I think is exceptionally done. And let's start on the exterior and let's talk about this front door, which I have never seen a door like this. So it's wrought iron. You have these slats that come down with glass behind it. It is over 8 feet high of door. This is a really nice presentation when you first arrive at the property. So Justice, if you step inside, and I'd like to point out what I first noticed is this amazing ceiling. Now folks, what you normally see, maybe it's a chandelier, maybe it's some recessed lighting, but the fact that this particular builder, designer, architect chose to put the lights in these boxes on the ceiling, that is a really nice touch. Definitely leave a message in the comments what your impression is when you first walk inside this home. All right, just so we can close that up. And before we go any further, let's take a look at the garage. And I want to point out the detail on the door. These are the little touches that make a home very high end. Not only the touches there, but just as if you swing around, and let's point out the paneling and the trim work that is done around the front door. And you'll notice impressive baseboards as we go through this home and a lot of nice touches. So let's step into the garage. And I love the design of the garage door. And you follow me in. Epoxy coating on the flooring, which is really nice. And folks, you'll see some shots throughout the video in the B-roll, how this looks from the exterior. But this garage door, obviously you can see out, but when you're standing on the outside, trying to look in, it is completely dark. So you do have a lot of privacy. And then another thing I'll point out, even in the garage, you have very high baseboards. This is what I talk about going all in when you're designing a home. Don't leave anything to be left underwhelming. This builder does not disappoint throughout this entire design. And then obviously here, this is a nice space at the back of the garage. If you have bicycles, for storage, whatever, and you have high ceilings in here as well. All right, so that is your 2-car garage. Let's step back inside. And then what I want to point out is the wood floors that are here. Really nicely done. We're so used to seeing vinyl floors. These, I believe, are true hardwood floors, which is nice. And Justice, take a look at this media room. Now, folks, we are on the first floor of a 3-story home. So before I go any further, let me give you the specs. This property is 3,486 square feet. You're going to see 3 bedrooms, 3.5 baths. But out of those 3 bedrooms, guess what? 2 of them are primary bedrooms. 1 on this first floor, 1 on the 3rd floor, your main living area on the 2nd level. So here on the 1st floor, you have this beautiful media room. And obviously, I don't even really need to describe this to you, but I will. But look at the design and the wood trim work that is done in this room. This is beautiful. Very cool ceiling fan. And obviously this wall is where you would hang your flat screen. Justice, what do you feel about this space?
It's very unique. I love the colors, the trim, definitely can see myself or anyone else discerning buyer doing their work in here.
Yeah, absolutely. So whether you want to make it a media room, or maybe it just becomes an office or a study, or it could even be an exercise room, a yoga room, whatever you want to make of this space, it's just beautifully done. And let's point out the fact that this has pocket doors on it as well. So just a nice touch. We don't see pocket doors too often, but very nicely done. Instead of having French doors that would literally open up into this space and take up some of the room, this is a great use of space. All right, now stepping outside of that room as we go down the hallway into primary bedroom number 1, maybe some people call it primary bedroom number 2, I want to point out some more details. So you have these nice shelves that are lit. So if you have vases, any type of arts and collectibles, they can go right there. And also let's take the detail once again. You could just have a regular stairwell going up or a flat wall, but there's always a lot of elements with this particular builder doing little extra things that really beautify the home. All right, follow me this way, Justice. We have another niche right here to highlight some art and collectibles. And now we are in primary bedroom, like I said, number 1 or number 2. This is a very spacious room, easily can do a king size bed, and step on inside, Justice, and you have access to a yard area. So if you have a little dog or something like that, there is a little yard space in the back. You're pretty secluded because of the tree back here, so really no one can look into your space. And then you also have your ensuite bathroom. And I'd like to point out the tile. And these, once again, are the little touches. So the floor tile here matches the surround tile that is in the shower. And it goes from floor to ceiling, mud set. And I'm gonna step inside, very nice glass frame shower. You have a nice shower head, and you also have a handheld, and you have this nice niche here for shampoo bottles and things like that. So nice presentation for a bathroom. And the other thing, while we're here, I will point this out. This cabinet opens upward. So the front is really nice, but it's not just a faux front. It gives you some more space underneath. So nice touch. All right, so let's work our way across, and you have your walk-in closet. And just, I'll let you step inside and show that to our viewers. And plenty of hanging space, and this closet is deeper and longer than it has the appearance from when you first enter it. Built-in drawers, really nicely done. And then you also have a pocket door here, entry that leads in. So pretty cool space. So whether you wanted to utilize this as a guest room or a primary bedroom, that's up to you. All right, so let's work our way up the stairs. And as we go up, I want to point out that this house has a great use of windows. So you have these tall windows in the stairwell, and also let's take a look at the lighting on the stairwell as well, on the stairs. So it's beautiful. I can imagine at night this really pops. Now this home is listed for $1,247,000. It was just recently listed, and I love this design. I love the railings that they used here. And Justice, as you come up the stairs, take a look at the banister here on the right. And this I have never seen before, but there's actually lighting that lights up the banister. So not only do you have the lighting on the stairs, you have the lighting on the banister. You have nice flat walls here, so great place to hang some art. Another large picture window here to allow natural light to come into the home. All right, so here on the second floor, your main living area, you have your beautiful chef's kitchen, spectacular appliances, a den / wet bar area in your main living area. So Justin, let's start here with the kitchen. Once again, the finishes do not disappoint. I believe this is quartzite. And then if you look here on the island, you have fluted wood paneling along the inside. You can easily fit 3, 4 bar stools here, which is nice. I love the use of the pendant lighting. These are very nice pendant lights. It's not your normal variety, so they really look to find pieces that you're not gonna find in a lot of other properties. And then looking over here, you have under cabinet lighting. I absolutely love these cabinets. This is, once again, just materials that we don't see in a lot of homes. You have a full backsplash, and then on your drawers, all of them, including the cabinets, are soft close. Plenty of cabinet space here. Justice, what are your thoughts about this kitchen?
I really like it. I like the nice minimalist design. I like the range, especially. Yeah, so is a really nice detail, especially the star-shaped ranges in there.
Right, and you know what's funny, folks? So today, Justice, who is my stepson, my bonus son, he is helping me out on the tour today, and he absolutely loves to cook. So he's always in the kitchen creating stuff. It's just like amazing. So that's why I wanted to ask him what his thoughts were, but he did point it out. This is a beautiful 6-burner cooktop. You have a griddle in the middle. Just really nice presentation. I love the choice of the tile here on the backsplash. And your range is bookended by 2 large picture windows on either side, which is nice. So you have a lot of natural light coming in. And then some of the other details I want to point out, on either side of your cooktop, you have these pull-out drawers, which are perfect for spices. Here's your dishwasher. And this is also a waterfall edge island, so I just love it. It's very modern, very sleek, very minimalistic. And here you have your cabinets. So plenty of cabinet space. Now there's no handles on here. Probably need to have another mechanism where you can push it in and they'll pop out automatically. But inside you can see you have some nice drawers. And folks, these are very high-end cabinets. You can tell by the quality, soft close on the inside. And then you have your upper cabinet here. These cabinets are also very deep on the inside. They're not shallow. Thermador appliances, built-in oven and microwave. And just as you pan up for a second, we probably already picked it up in the film, but once again, the use of framing out these boxes on the ceiling for your lighting, your pendant lighting, it just adds an extra dimension to the space, which you normally do not see. And I have to point out the fact that the cabinets, at least the paneling goes from floor to ceiling. So nice clean look. And folks, take a look at this Thermador refrigerator freezer with a wine fridge included in the middle. So just, you may want to get a close-up of this. I don't know, I'm a freak about appliances. So I just think this is beautifully done. And here is your wine stack in the middle. So this is nice. Very, very nicely done. All right, so now walking outside of the kitchen, I'd just like to point out real quickly how open this home feels because of the railing system that they use here. Still allows the light to flow through and keep the space open. You can see the railing going up. Just as we saw downstairs, bookended here, you have these 2 niches that have the lighting in them. And then take a look at the trim work that is done on this wall here. Now, you can make this area whatever you want. This could be a secondary seating area. Maybe it's just a large dining room, but I love the presentation. And moving on, this home, in the description on the listing, it says elevator is included. Now, there isn't an elevator here right now, but I believe this is where the elevator would go if you decided to have one. So right now, we can just call this the pantry, and you can step inside. You have nice drawer space for your produce, deep shelves, and these are thick shelves as well. And then even the trim work that's done in the door frame is nice. Kind of a fluted panel door as we saw downstairs. And then opposite side, you have a wet bar. Very nice smoky glass mirror. You have room for wine bottles, alcohol bottles on either side. There's ample lighting within. Very nicely done. Once again, soft closed drawers, so you have plenty of cabinet space here. And just as while we're here, you have your half bathroom or powder room. I'll let you step inside because there's not enough room for both of us. But this is really nice as well because you have this very nice tall window here. So you have a big picture window. A lot of times when you go into bathrooms, it's going to have a little landscape window or a smaller window, but this is nicely done. And then we can't leave here without talking about this beautiful backsplash. Now, I believe this is marble. It could be a porcelain. I'm not sure. I'm going to have to find out from the developer. But this combined with the fluted wood on the left side over here, and then your round mirror, geometrically, I love the way this space flows, and that goes from floor to ceiling. I love this waterfall edge countertop. This is just a beautiful presentation. Folks, leave me a message in the comments. What are your thoughts of this home so far? All right, moving along, we're stepping into now, I guess you could call this more of your family room, your living room. We must talk about the box lighting again on the ceiling. It just adds an extra depth to the space. Very high baseboards. And another thing I'd like to point out is that the outlets, they laid them in landscape as opposed to portrait. So it just continues with a nice symmetrical space going all the way around. And Justice, the highlight of this room obviously is this wall right here. Once again, I believe this is porcelanoso. I believe I said that right, but I think that's what it is because I spoke to the developer before and they literally travel, I believe, to Spain to find the materials that they're using inside their builds. Fireplace, beautiful tile here surrounding this tile here in the middle. Just the little touches. If you look at the top, you'll see a little slit at the top. And then your air conditioning, your vents are linear at the top on the ceiling there. How do you like this space, Justice?
I like it a lot. It's very open, like you said. You got the centerpiece stone and fluted wood in the center of the room, bookended on either side by the lighted shelf, and that's a nice touch. Keeping with the motif in other areas of the property. I think it's just a nice space for entertaining people.
Absolutely, yeah. And you did point out something that I failed to point out, is you do have this LED lighting that runs inside of the niches, and you have the floating glass shelves. Just a really nice touch. Now, for those of you who like to have some outdoor space, there is a deck here off this second floor. Watch your step if you step out there. And I will point out again, on either side of your sliding glass doors here, you have fluted wood, but also let's talk about the deck that we're standing on. 99% of the time you step out on these decks and it's just concrete, you know, or maybe it's some type of tile. So the use of this slatted wood here as your flooring is just a nice touch, and it blends very well with everything else we've seen in the home. And then Justice, before we leave this space, if you could just pan up to the ceiling, you have some nice paneling up there as well, instead of just a white painted ceiling. All right. So folks, that concludes the second floor, the main floor of this home. Definitely leave us a message in the comments as to what you think about this space. Do you love the materials that have been chosen for the home? All right, next we are going to take you up to the third floor where you have your true primary bedroom. All right, so let's take our viewers up to the third floor and the final floor. And once again, you'll notice as we go up the stairs, you have these large windows illuminating the stairwell with natural light. In addition, as we saw on the first stairwell, you have stairway lighting and you have banister lighting on this side, which is something, as I mentioned before, you don't typically see. In fact, we've never done it on the channel. Getting to the top of the stairs, another large picture window here. And to the left, we have secondary bedroom. And this is a very nice size as well. So I imagine for most folks, they would probably use this as the headboard wall here, but you can very easily fit a king size bed there. And then you have this, what I'm gonna call sitting area here, or maybe you have a Peloton bike or something and you just want to have that, or you make it a little TV area. They've already have the outlets here, so a nice sitting area to watch TV even from your bed. And you have a little bit of a walk-in closet here with a pocket door. And Justice, I'll step in a little bit. And they continued with the theme of the soft close drawers. Very nice shelves, and what I like about this, they took it all the way up to the ceiling. So many homes we go inside, the top rod is here, and just leave shelves. They really maximize the space. And then take a look at this bathroom. Now this is one of the signature touches of this. I'm gonna point it out, you already notice it, but if you look at the flooring in here, you have this, I'm gonna call it like a racing stripe, and it continues on the other side of your tub and goes all the way up to the ceiling. And notice how they balanced that color gray and did it on both walls here. Just the presentation is just, I mean, the attention to detail is just really well thought out. All right, so that is your ensuite bathroom. And let's make our way down the hall. Now, I always like to point out things especially that I've never seen before. Now, we have all seen attic stairs, but Justice, we have these in our house, but we don't have steel iron stairs. So folks, this is interesting. I have never seen, definitely leave me a message. Have you seen attic stairs like this, or have you just only seen the wooden stairs? So this is a nice touch. Now, we had to leave this down because the string is missing and I didn't want to close it. So it might not look great on the video, but guess what? I'd rather do this than them not be able to get that open. So that needs a little bit of touch up there. All right, watch your head as you go around, but we also noticed that the railing, once again, nice and open. And coming down the hall, you have another set of shelves that are illuminated. And in the hallway here, this, I'm pretty certain this is where the elevator would go. So right now it is set up as a closet, you know, coat closet, storage closet, whatever you want to use it for. And then just before we get into the primary bedroom is your utility room. And this, once again, has a pocket door. And this is nice because your washer and dryer, let me step in, would go right here. You have a nice shelf here on top for folding clothes, very tall cabinets, really deep cabinets as well, soft close mechanism on both sides. So tons of storage space. And I call this a utility room because you also have a sink. It's not just for a washer and dryer. All right, now, the primary bedroom, beautiful floors, but look at the ceiling work, Justice. You have a tray ceiling with the wood trim going around the bottom of the tray, and then inside the tray, you have your boxes with your recessed lighting and a really nice ceiling fan. I really like that fan. It kind of has a I guess you would call that brass trim at the top of the fan. I guess it's brass. And then you also have a balcony off of your primary. Now you step outside and we'll get some more shots. It might not pick up with this lens, but you have in the distance, I believe that is that Allen Parkway over there? A building with the kind of the crown on it. Yeah, I'll get some B-roll of that later, but you do have a pretty nice view. But here to the right, and once again, I'll come back and shoot some B-roll, you have a straight shot to downtown. So that is pretty cool. So nice and peaceful up here, really nice, older, established neighborhood. And I think this is gonna be a neighborhood where you will see over the years, some of these houses or owners be made offers that they cannot refuse, and those houses come down and developers put up something new. So that's what's happening in this neighborhood. Watch your step as you come in here, Justice. All right, so let's take a look at the primary bathroom, which, I don't know. This for me is absolutely my style. And when Morgan's filming, when we do a thing when we get into the closet, so I'll bring that up in a second. But once again, the use of a pocket door coming inside. And I just love the presentation of this bathroom. The materials they use here for the countertops, the fluted wood with the LED lighting inset along the mirror, really nice. Vanity area here, plenty of drawer space. Once again, soft close. I guess you could put another mirror here if you chose to, or some art. But Justice, if you swing around, look at the presentation here of the shower. And this is what I absolutely love. Folks, I'm 6'2". You go into some of these older homes and the shower head is like right here. So the choice of tile that they used here and the fact that they went from floor to ceiling, not only do you have a rain head, you also have a handheld, you have a nice niche here for shampoo bottles, and then obviously a very large soaking tub. Now this is long, and I'm not gonna sit in it, but I am gonna go, because I have ridiculously long legs, so you can see even someone of my height can fit in here with no problem. So guys, ladies, if you're 6'5", 6'7", this is plenty long enough. And the surround tile that goes all the way around, I love the way that they have this tile here and it has some nice texture to it, then more of a flatter texture, and then they duplicate the same as there and on the inside here and along the border going into the shower and the outside wall here. Just the presentation is really, really nice. All right, now, here is your water closet. This is another thing I like to point out, folks. How many homes have you gone in where the toilet literally sits in the open bathroom? So it's always nice to have a true water closet. And then instead of having just a short shelf behind, this is a very tall cabinet, so plenty of extra storage there. And just as here is the part that Morgan and I always clown about when we go into these homes. Once again, you have a pocket door entry leading in. So these pocket doors are very sleek, but they're used because if you have a regular door frame, they're either gonna open inside the closet or outside the closet. This gives you open access. But stepping into this closet, what is the first thing that you notice? Absolutely. So folks, the use of the LED lighting, it illuminates your clothes while they're there. You have all of these built-in drawers. You have plenty of hanging space. Lower hanging bar, a taller one. Soft close cabinetry built in on each side. And then you also have a mirrored wardrobe closet. So let's open this up. So more hanging space. Now, Justice, you know your mother's closet at home. He just chuckles. So whenever Morgan and I get into a house, we always say, would a closet like this get Melanie's stamp of approval? Okay, but not for two people though, right?
Oh, yeah.
Right. So folks, this obviously is the only closet in here, so it's meant for partners, husband and wife, whatever, to share this closet. But my wife, she'd be looking at me like, if I tried to even hang something here, she'd probably be ready to kill me. So this is a large closet. So, you know, I'd probably wind up having to use one of the secondary bedrooms closets, but it's a beautiful presentation. So definitely leave us a message in the comments. What are your thoughts about this particular home? Once again, 3,486 square feet, 3 bedrooms, 3.5 baths, recently listed for $1,247,000. And if you'd like some more information on this home, definitely reach out. My contact information is in the details below. All right, so that wraps up this latest episode of Inside Houston Real Estate. Folks, thanks for watching. Definitely hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, leave us a comment. What do you think about this home? Could you see yourself living here? I'd love to give a huge thank you to Bardia Samiee of Mazan Realty for allowing this tour to take place. Folks, thanks for watching again, and we look forward to seeing you on the next one.